all the way up. But what I kind of brushed the surface on was making sure that that mix was, I think I said back it off a little bit, but you really wanted it like 3 o'clock. I'm going to recap the settings real quick in case you didn't see the first video. But you want to be on lo-fi delay. Let me try and zoom this in. I have this crappy camera clamp that this thing is on. Sorry. Try to make this as... So I'm on lo-fi delay. You want your time all the way down, your repeats all the way down, your mix all the way up for just for this discussion, filter all the way down, and grit all the way down. Basically everything all the way down, but mix all the way up. And what that does is it filters. Here's my clean signal. Plenty of lows. And you put the filter on. It takes all that out. And what I showed you was adding the grit gives you your overdrive. Takes all the balls out. So you want to turn your mix up to about 3 o'clock, and what that does is adds that ballsy low end dry signal and the distortion. So basically what that does is it adds 8 more overdrive settings to my pedal board. Like, we all need more overdrives anyway, right? Or at least an overdrive with 8 more filters, so to speak. So I'm going to bank down here real quick on the Boss ES8. These are all of the filters without the overdrive and without mixing in that dry signal. This is my clean tone. I'm playing a Les Paul into a pair of PV Bandit 112s, and those are sitting on a pair of Casino 115 cabs. Here's my clean signal. Filter. That's the vintage amp, that's filter number 1. I'm just going to cycle through these. Here's filter 2, it's the Victrola. Filter 3 is the clock radio. 4 is the bullhorn. 5 is the megaphone. 6 is the old telephone, antique phone. 7 is a cell phone. 8 is an intercom. And what I showed everybody the other day was adding that grit makes an overdrive. But what I didn't really realize, because I was on such a small amp and just expecting that it was the sound of the amp being so thin, but it was actually not having that dry signal mixed in. So let me go through all those same banks again, but these I programmed with the mix at 3 o'clock and the grit all the way up. So now these are all beefy, nice overdrives. So here's that first one, vintage amplifier. just a really nice overdrive. Here it is dry again, same thing. Not even near. Here is the Victrola record player. Number 3 is the clock radio. 4 is the bullhorn. 5 is the megaphone. I'm going to come back to that one in a second. 6 is the old telephone. 7 is the cell phone. 8 is the intercom. Now I'm sure that all the subtle nuances of each one of these isn't really coming through on a cell phone microphone, but they sound very different to me being in the room. I wanted to go back to the megaphone. So with the mix, as high as it'll go, the dry signal mix, or I'm sorry, not as high as it'll go, but as high as it'll go without dropping off. This is all the way up, and it's got kind of a cool sound, the megaphone does, so I like to bring it down a little bit from 3 o'clock. Kind of right in there. I don't know if anybody can hear that, but it just sounds cool. Vintage amp number 1 again, with a little Univibe on it. It's just crazy to think that that overdrive is coming from a Strymon Timeline. Turn the grit all the way down, then you're getting the filter with a little bit of dry, and it would sound like this. lot of you have played with this and had the same results. You bring your time up and your repeats kind of at the 1 or 2 o'clock. Start to get some like flanging. Ring modulator there. Probably add a little bit of ring mod by bringing the sample rate down.